Ranj, and this is my friend Diddy Bearfoot. Say hello.
Hello everyone.
I've just collected Diddy from school. We found out that someone in her class has had a test which shows they've got coronavirus, and that's a germ that can make you poorly. Unfortunately, this means that the whole class has to stay at home for 2 weeks.
That sounds like forever.
It won't be forever. It's to make sure that no one else has got it. They're just being safe.
I think it's Cyril the Squirrel.
What Cyril the Squirrel?
Who's got the germs?
Oh yeah, I know him. Doesn't say much.
Nuts!
I hope Cyril hasn't caught it. I hope no one in your class has caught it. But just in case one of you has, you've all got to stay at home for a little while. Then, after 2 weeks, if everyone's okay, you and your friends can go back to school again.
That will be good. So we have to stay here until then.
Yes, you do. Diddy Bearfoot, her Uncle Frank, and I are all living together in a bubble.
I love bubbles! Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles!
Not that kind of bubble, Diddy.
Oh.
I'm talking about something called a support bubble. This is where someone can choose to see or stay with another family and not anyone else. It's so that we don't mix with lots of different people.
So, I can't go visit Grandpa?
Not yet, I'm afraid. Your grandpa is a really old bear, and if he gets coronavirus, he could get really sick. So it's better that we don't go into his house. Then we can make sure we don't pass the virus on to him by accident.
That sounds very scary. Am I going to get poorly too?
The good news, Diddy, is that for most children, the virus does not make them very poorly at all. Your bodies are really good at fighting it off. However, there are others like Grandpa who could get really unwell, and so we're doing the best we can to protect them by staying at home.
Oh, I can do that. How do I know if I have it?
Well, it's not always that easy to know, but we look out for something called symptoms. Symptoms are signs that you might have an illness, and the ones to remember in coronavirus are a fever or feeling hot when you're poorly, a cough that won't go away, and if you can't smell or taste anything properly. Now, if you think you've got any of these, it's really important to let a grown-up know. It may not be coronavirus at all, but they may just want to check.
I haven't got any of them. Is being noisy a symptom? Because if it is, then Cyril may have had it. He's a very noisy squirrel.
No, that's not a symptom. But you can have the virus without any symptoms at all. That can happen sometimes.
I really don't want to make Grandpa sick. I miss him.
Well, that's why we're going to do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. I tell you what, why don't we give him a video call and see how he is?
That's a very good idea.
Before that, what's the first thing we do now that we've come in?
Put my school bag away.
Yes. Anything else before that?
Take off my shoes.
Yes. Anything else before that?
I know. Have a snack. What have you got?
Okay, we can do that in a bit too. But what's the thing we always do when we first get in?
Oh yeah, wash our hands.
That's right. Did you know that coronavirus can spread around on the skin of our hands, and washing them helps to get rid of it? Washing your hands is something you should do pretty often anyway. Before you eat, after you've gone to the toilet, after you coughed or sneezed, or if you've been touching things that lots of other people have touched. In fact, washing your hands is a great way to stop all kinds of germs, not just coronavirus.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, let's give Grandpa a call.
Can I press the button? Please, please, please.
Yes, go on then.
Oh, hello? Raj, is that you?
Yes, it's me, Grandpa. Look, you can see me on the screen.
I'll have some milk, a loaf of bread, 6 tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, some eggs, 4 cans of baked beans, celery.
Celery?
No, not necessarily. I think that's it.
Hang on a minute, Grandpa. Diddy and I were calling to see how you were. We weren't ready to take your shopping list.
Oh, I thought you was going to get my bits as I can't go out. What am I going to do now?
Okay, I'll take your list and get Frank to get your things when he goes to work tomorrow. Hang on, I'll get a pen.
Suit yourself. Oh, hello, Diddy. How was school?
Yeah, it was nice, but I miss you, Grandpa.
I miss you too. But it's for the best just to make sure we're all okay.
Right, I've got my paper and a pen. So you wanted?
Milk, bread, 6 tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, some eggs, 4 cans of baked beans. Also have some bran flakes and some yummy chocolate.
Okay, I've got all that down. I'll get Frank to drop it off when he goes to work tomorrow. Anyway, how are you doing, Grandpa?
Yeah, I'm all right. We just got to get through it. I got me telly, me paper and me tablets.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let us know if you need us to pick you up a prescription.
No, me tablets for ringing you lot on and surfing the infoweb. Thanks to all this technology, I can see what you're up to. It's like you're here in the room with me, just without the funny smells.
When do I get to come to see you, Grandpa?
Well, hopefully quite soon. Let's just make sure it's safe first. I've only just got rid of the fleas. I don't want anything else right now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I hope you've been washing your hands, Diddy. We all know how important it is.
I have. I've just done it. Look.
Oh, lovely job.
I learned a new joke at school today. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, I'd love to, Diddy.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo!
Boo-hoo.
There's no need to cry about it.
Oh, you are a funny one. Well done, Diddy. Oh, it sounds like Frank is home. Perfect timing. My favourite soap, Beastenders, is just starting. Bye, Raj. Bye, Diddy.
Hi, Grandpa.
Bye, see you later.
Love you.
Bye! Why does he always call me Raj?
Oh, this mask is getting right on my paws. Been wearing it all day. Wouldn't mind so much, but other people aren't.
Well, that's because not everyone can wear a mask, Frank. And stop fiddling with it.
I can't help it, it's so itchy.
Well, you're home now, so you can take it off and wash your hands.
Good point, I'll be right back.
How come I don't have to wear a mask?
Most young children don't have to, Diddy. And if you've got a medical problem that means that you can't wear one, you don't have to either. But that's why it's even more important for the rest of us to wear them if we can. Oh, Frank, how was work?
Well, it's not the same as doing our shows together and seeing all the lovely people across the country.
You may not know this, but Frank is an international show bear, a bit of a celebrity.
Oh yeah.
I know, Frank, it's really sad, but we can't do our shows right now.
I'm sure we'll be back on the road soon, but until then I've got a temporary job as a checkout bear. I'm going wild in the Isles and off my trolley. I prefer to call it Supermarket, the musical. We have a laugh. Although I'm thinking I'm going to have to give Brenda a new part, as she did sing the Baked Beans song out of tune.
Well, that reminds me, I've got a list for you from Grandpaw.
Great, I'll get it after the second act. Oh, sounds like food's here. Let's get my phone. Oh dear. No, it's not. False alarm. It's an email from Greg in the bakery. He had a test and just found out he doesn't have coronavirus, so he can come back to work. That's a bit of luck. The Belgian buns haven't been the same without him.
But that's great news.
How do they do a test for coronavirus?
Why don't I just show you? Frank, are you ready to do some acting?
Lovey, I was born ready. I am classically strained, don't you know?
Okay then. Now this is a swab. Before we do this, we wash our hands.
Okay.
And then I need you to open your mouth and say ah.
I can do that.
Done. Now I need to pop this up your nose. Are you ready?
Ready? Ooh.
There we go. All done.
Did it hurt?
No, it tickled a bit, but I'm fine.
There you go. It's as easy as that. And now we just pop this in a tube and send it away to be tested. Is there anything else you want to know, Diddy?
Actually, I think some of your friends at home might have some questions for you, Dr. Ranj. Why don't you both go and have a look?
That's a great idea. Why don't we go and find out what you've been asking?
Oh, and pop the kettle on for me as you go by.
Okay, Diddy Bear, what's everyone been asking?
They've been asking, when will coronavirus go away?
That's a really good question. We don't actually know when coronavirus will go away, but there are lots of very clever scientists working out ways to make people better, and we can all help by following the rules.
Next question is, will we all get it?
Actually, not necessarily, and we can stop that from happening by following the rules and keeping ourselves and each other safe.
And the last one is, how do we stop it?
That's a really important question. Remember to wash your hands. If you're feeling poorly, then you stay at home. If you're at home, listen to your grown-ups. And if you're at school, make sure you listen to what your teachers are telling you. How about that?
I always listen to the teachers, and I always listen to you, Dr. Ranj.
I'm really glad, Diddy Bear. Now that's all for now, actually. You can go and have your snack, and you guys at home can enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, if you've got any questions, then ask a grown-up, and make sure you keep yourselves and each other safe. Bye!
Oh, see you later.
Bye everyone, stay safe.